Hello, my actors out there. Okay, well, today I'm just going to tap on a little thought, because in terms of acting, there's so much that I can discuss. It's an the spectrum is gigantic. It's everything from authors to technique to dogma to ripoffs to how to get good, how to find an agent, etc. And I hopefully will be your tour guide through this business and lead you into a prosperous career. I've done this many, many, many times with many actors, so kind of know what I'm talking about. I might trigger some of you, and then again, I might not. But today, I'm going to talk about emotional landing spots, if you will. So often people come into my classes and they study with me and I want to cry or I want to. And the thing that is the big misnomer with that, the big mistake with that, actors, is thinking that crying or anger or sadness or whatever emotion you want to achieve is the end result, and it actually isn't. If you do the proper preparatory work, I'm going to have to pause it because I've got a truck outside making a lot of noise, so I'll be right back. As I was saying before we were so rudely interrupted, how dare they do work on a Tuesday afternoon? Anyway, like I was saying, if, let's say, for example, crying. If you want to get to crying, which, by the way, is no gauge of good acting. I mean, seriously, no good. Anybody can cry. You just got to get the right stimuli to do it. So here's what I want to point out to you guys. And again, this is not something you're going to learn overnight. But you take your physicalities. You take your dialogue. You take all your preparatory work before you even step into that dialogue. So that by the time you get to the, quote, crying section, that is an after effect or an artifact of all the preparation you've done prior. Simply put, use your physicalities, use your as-ifs, or your superimpositions, or your emotional recall, etc., and achieve that goal. But never, 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 actors, be convinced or be talked into thinking that somehow the crying or the anger is the landing spot, because it is not. Remember this, any emotional outburst, anger, crying, etc., whatever, joy, elation, these are all manifestations of precursory work. If you can get that, you'll get there. And if not, well, you're just going to keep going around in circles. All right, my friends. See you on the next one. Break some legs, and I'll see you in the movies.